All right. We back with another video. Today we got Vegeta versus Frieza power levels. Um, at this point, I don't really know how accurate these are anymore because now we're getting into we're getting into like things like the superhero movie, Dragon Ball Superhero, and the Granola arc, Black Frieza, which once again I didn't mention this last time, but the main people I think will never, well, at the moment, can't really be scaled properly or sufficiently are True UI Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Frieza, Gohan, and Piccolo. And I say that because Piccolo and Gohan got two new forms. Actually, Piccolo got Potential Unleashed, and he got his orange form. Gohan got the Beast form. Frieza got his black form. One shot the protagonist and dipped, which isn't, and he also killed Gas. Now, that was just two battles, two like 1 second battles if it was an anime. And I don't think those would actually properly scale anywhere. I think at best, personally to me, at best, I think he scales maybe like 2 tiers. He's like two tiers above Gas, 3 tiers above Goku and Vegeta. And that's at best. That's like a high ball at this point. So yeah, but link for the original video. This is YoshiDB. Link for his YouTube channel is going to be down in the description. And let's get it to it. He put okay.
Hello guys, this is YoshiDB and welcome to today's video. In today's video you'll see my opinion on Vegeta versus Frieza power levels over the years.
Oh, okay, so even he said it's his opinion, as in it's probably not like it's not 100% accurate, which is good.
Enjoy this video, as always, subscribe and like this video for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye guys.
Everything's gonna be the same up until like, well, it's gonna be that for a while. So I'm just gonna like commentate through it just to not keep it so light. But yeah. All right, so one thing I do want to mention actually is his power level is 18,000 in the Saiyan Saga. This man right here, this monkey man right here, 18,000 in the Saiyan Saga. He was not 24,000, because if that was the case, Goku going, what was it? Well, he went ×4, but at the same time, if he went ×4, it wouldn't have made a difference because Vegeta's Gallic Gun was around 24,000, which is why Goku's Kaioken ×3 was stalemating it. So if it was 24,000 as his like own actual power level, and then he would have stalemated the ×4 Kamehameha, which Goku would have definitely lost in, because the Kaioken would have ran out. Would have made a difference. He would have probably went to ×5, would have died. Like I said, he still would have lost. It's a lose-lose situation here, unless he gets to that major plot armor. But it was 18,000 in the Saiyan Saga. He got 24,000 like at the beginning of the Namek Saga. So yeah. There you go. See. As always, Namek had these crazy power jumps just to justify the Super Saiyan form, which was technically supposed to be the only form. I think I should mention one thing, and it is that it seems that to go Super Saiyan, you really only need to have a power level of about 10,000, 10 to 50,000. Because let's look non-canon first. Let's do that. If you look at non-canon and you do with Bardock when he got hit, because he did have his own movie. He had his own movie. He went Super Saiyan against Frieza's ancestor, Chilled. Bardock had a power level of 10k. For some reason, he didn't get a Zenkai either. Then you look into a canon version, which is Future Trunks. When Future Gohan died, he had a power level of around 50,000, and he went Super Saiyan. Goten, I think Goten also had a power level of 50k. And this is probably wrong, but in the Lord Slug movie, Goku went false Super Saiyan, meaning he didn't completely transform. He just got the aura. I think he was like, because he skyrocketed to 75 million with the false Super Saiyan form. 75 million is half of 150. So like I said, he didn't completely transform. So it seems if he got to 75 million, his power level was like in between. I'm not gonna say 10k. That's dumb. It had to be like 1 million to 3 million, because that movie is also not in canon. But most of these movies happen after the Saiyan saga, before the Namek saga, before the Saiyan saga, but close to the Namek saga, like Fruit of the Tree of Might, stuff like that. Oh, I'm actually gonna skip ahead just a little bit. Let's see. Let's get to let's get past the obvious. How about that? Let's not do over this, because come on now. Oh wait, hold up. I do want to go over one thing. There we go. So this is pretty cool. I find it pretty interesting. Frieza's final form is 120, or his 100% final form, meaning him going all out, is 120. And then we're gonna skip this, because what kind of suppressing? His Mecha Frieza 100% is 130, meaning the advancements that they gave him like a 10 million increase in power. I just wanted to, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I just wanted to like, imagine if Dr. Gero was the one that like turned Frieza into a cyborg. Like, imagine what a menace to society this man will become. He already is. Dude's got his new black form. People are on YouTube are calling him the N-word, and they're saying he is literally radiating Black Air Force activity, which I don't disagree with, because he got on the planet, killed gas in one hit, showed off a form for like 3 seconds, wiped Vegeta and Goku's shoes clean while they were in their new strongest forms, and left. Then we blatantly said, y'all ain't the strongest anymore. There is no 1, 2, 3 anymore. Frieza whooped you, and I watched it. Now let's go make ramen for Beerus. So, like, imagine if he was a cyborg, infinite stamina. He doesn't need to worry about any of that. This was kind of done. Well, I'm not gonna go into Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because I don't want to. It's not canon. So, but imagine if Frieza was a cyborg, he wouldn't have to worry about the stamina flaw. He didn't have to worry about that stamina flaw, that golden form. He would have definitely killed Goku. They would have had to pull some stuff to get him out of that. And if once he got the black form and he's a cyborg, nah, it's over. It's over. Let's get back to skipping just a little bit. I want to. Oh wait, I have nothing to say about this actually. Let's get to right here. So Frieza wasn't that much stronger than uh, Goku and Vegeta. Frieza was at like eight quintillion. He's like at an 8. Because if you want to put it into perspective, I'm sorry I keep pausing, but if you want to put this into a perspective, if you go back to the scale that was mentioned for Battle of Gods, Goku was a 6, Beerus was a 10, Whis was a 15. So if Super Saiyan God Goku was a 6, then Blue Goku has to be like 8, like 7.5. Coincidentally, look at that. And Frieza had to be an 8. And I say that because since it's a scale of 1 to 10, Beerus obviously you can't put Frieza at 9. That would make him too close to Beerus. You'd have to put him at a low point of where Goku and Vegeta both are, so to justify the fact that he's stronger than them, but only stronger than them by a little bit, if that makes sense. This man just I think this was stupid. When they said that Vegeta lost, only happened to Vegeta, by the way. Only happened once. Vegeta went Super Saiyan Blue twice in Tournament of Destroyers Universe 6 saga, which is right after the Frieza saga. The Resurrection of Frieza. Literally, I think it was only supposed to be a manga thing technically because it happened once in the anime. Once. Vegeta went Super Saiyan Blue against Calba, knocked him out, detransformed, lost 90% of his power right afterwards when he transformed again. He was down to 10%, meaning he was weaker than a Super Saiyan God. He was weaker than his own Super Saiyan God form. After that, never saw him again. Jesus, dude, Jesus. And then he's not even done. This is just to like bring a nostalgia to his 120 from the Namek saga. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, I don't know what the telekinesis has to do with. But that picture is on point, my boy. Let's see. I will say this. Frieza's golden form, in fact, Frieza just in general he's really durable. He's a durable dude. His golden form just doesn't help that. It makes him even more durable, if anything. And I say this because if you look at the Broly movie, which is canon, dude took a beating from Broly for half an hour. No, an hour. Yeah, an hour. Now they did state that if Frieza fought back, Broly would actively like dodge to get out the way. He would dodge because he knew it was gonna hurt. That doesn't mean Frieza was on par with Broly. That doesn't mean his power level was any higher than Goku and Vegeta's. In fact, it probably was the same. It just means he was more durable. He was more durable. That 1 hour beating was funny too, by the way. But when Goku says he can handle him, he means even if Goku says he can handle him, he means, and he literally only means Well, he most definitely is talking about his Kaioken because I don't think Frieza's seen it. Well, he's seen it. He saw it in the Tournament of Power, but yeah. Same thing with Vegeta. The Goku said Vegeta could handle him also after the Tournament of Power, which is when he got this full power form. So, which is cool by the or not full power form, his evolution form. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's it's moreover Goku and Vegeta are only on par with Frieza in every aspect but one. Which I'm gonna just put a link to it actually. Dude's a menace, and I believe this. I'll say this actually. The reason I believe that right there is because once again, um, there's obviously a clear difference between training in your base form and training in a transformed state. The main reason for training in a transformed state is to get used to it, to lower the stamina cost, and to make it less stressful for you to use for longer periods of time. Training in your base form is none. You don't need any of that. In fact, training in your base form is literally just increasing your power level as well as your skills in fighting. So when Frieza said that he squeezed in 10 years of training, I think he meant specifically for that black form. I think he got it kind of quickly, and then he just spent the rest of that time like honing it. He was honing it so much he didn't want a stamina cost. He didn't want any like drawbacks to it because there's no way you could train for 10 years have you could train for 10 years and increase by like that little smidgen. That can't be possible. And the reason that can't be possible is because he went from Namek Saga to God tier in 4 months. So what is this right here? What is this 720 compared to like what? Clearly he didn't really do anything in his base form. He trained for a bit, boom, got that form, and boom, he just started training with it so that he could get used to it, get the stress off, and get the stamina drain off. It makes sense. The scary part about that is he knew he. Scary part about this is he knew that he was gonna wipe them. He just knew. I think the reason I say he knew, no, not a thing. The reason I say he knew he was gonna win was because one, he took out Gas. He might have been watching them, and he saw the fight with Gas. And once he one shot Gas, I'm pretty sure he knew what this is, or he could sense his power level. It was one or the other. Once he sensed his power level, he took him out. He knew that they were struggling. He didn't. He took him out in one hit. Doesn't matter that he was a zombie because he's as a zombie, he was still whooping the other two. So he just knew. I find that kind of funny. So here's where I'm gonna stop one more time. When I talk about inconsistency, this is the beginning where he first got it against Granola, obviously. Now, let's see. I want to see if I can find it. Yeah, they don't even state it. They don't state anywhere where he had increased against Granola or he had increased against Gas. Because against Granola, he was winning until, he wasn't because of that ego. And then against Gas, he was like slowly, he wasn't winning, nor was he doing good in that fight. He was slowly getting there, but he wasn't getting there fast enough. That's the thing about that. And the sad part is, once again, he passed out in the form. So like powered up against Granola, and he got healed, which is probably another Zenkai. Let's do right there. Powered up again against Gas. Was getting stronger through that fight. Passed out again. Woke up. He probably got a Zenkai again because Gas was whooping him, so he had to have got a Zenkai afterwards. Then he fought Zombie Gas with Goku. Still was getting whooped after that. Then Frieza knocked him out. So it seems like he just stayed around that granola power level. Like he didn't get any stronger. It's the same. Well, I don't know the same thing with Goku, but we're. That was pretty interesting. Okay, well, one more thing I would have to say is, one, this guy makes good videos, but okay. So the superhero movie happens after the Granola arc, which I think was supposed to be stated around like 2 years later. So 2 years later after the Granola arc which is when Gohan gets that form and Piccolo gets his form, and it was stated that they were relevant to Goku and Vegeta. I'm not gonna say Super Saiyan Blue with Vegeta and Goku. And I'm not gonna say TUY and UE Vegeta because I don't know. I really don't know, but it probably was. It probably was. But it probably wasn't either because they said that Gamma 1 and 2 were supposed to pose a threat to Goku and Vegeta, yet Gohan was in his ultimate form, and he was winning the fight. Technically, he was winning the fight against him. But Gohan's ultimate form is right now at the, well, I don't know about the superhero movie, but I knew that at the tournament power and all that, it's weaker than Super Saiyan Blue. It's a weaker form than Super Saiyan Blue power level wise, but that's just because of it's just how the authors do it. So if you keep that in mind, obviously, this means that means Gamma 1 and 2 are not a threat to Goku and Vegeta. Especially because Goku has Kaioken times 20 to stack on the Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta has Evolution, the Super Saiyan Blue evolution form, which is they definitely don't stack up to that. Then, Jesus, actually, because Piccolo's potential unleashed form wasn't doing anything against Gamma, the other Gamma. Then you get to his orange Piccolo form, which means that, yeah, then, so then, yeah, his orange Piccolo form wasn't even phased at the fact that he was getting socked in the stomach. So yeah, then that definitely means that he's around. Piccolo is already around that range that Goku and Vegeta were. I'm gonna say that Piccolo is around the TOP UI third usage, the Ultra Instinct sign form, the third usage, which was the final fight against Jiren before he went mastered Ultra Instinct. I'm gonna say Piccolo's around there, and Gohan is at MUI versus Jiren. That's a low ball. That really has to be a low ball, though. I don't know. I was going to continue, but I'll have an entire video just for this, honestly, because I don't want this to go on any further. It's already been 24 minutes. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to say those were bad opinions that he had of power levels, because those are actually, I think those are, personally, I'm contradicting myself, but I think those are pretty accurate. And I say that mainly just because Frieza did whoop Goku and Vegeta and Gas pretty in one hit, all of them. Killed Gas one hit, took them out in one hit. I don't need to talk about them, but so what I don't agree with, because I don't know, is the power level after superhero. If he went up to 17, Goku also went up to 17, obviously. He's probably stronger because of his new form, so it's probably like 17.6 maybe. Then Gohan has to be 18. And Piccolo has to be like maybe 15. Just basing it off of like not even feats, just power levels. Because they said that Gohan was the strongest he's ever been in history, and he took out Cell Max, which was stronger than Orange Piccolo, who in turn was stronger than Gamma 2. And it said that nobody was going to be able to defeat Cell Max. So, I mean, I'm spitting out of nothing right now, but I'm basically saying that you got to compare other power, like the other people's power levels, to if you're going to do opinions, because even a wrong opinion can be turned right if you compare the other characters correctly. Like honestly, you could actually put Ultimate Gohan from the Tournament of Power in the manga at Ultra Instinct level, just because he ringed out himself with Kefla. But then because he was doing worse against Saganbo than Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form, you could say that he's weaker than Super Saiyan Blue. It's just all about the fight, the feats, and then like how they do. Like honestly, there's no Goku 6D. There's no Gohan is the 8D. There's no Whis is 30 dimensional. There's none of that. There's no. It's at best Whis is like. I'm gonna put Whis at hyper reversal. I'm gonna put outer reversal. I'll put Whis or Grand Priest at outer reversal or hyper reversal. Sorry, because like I'm not gonna go into that. Look. If y'all like the video, make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. I'm not doing this.